Hey guys, so a lot of people have been asking me how to make some ramen, so today I'm going to be showing you how I make it. So yeah, hope you enjoy. So the ramen that I use is the basic red package here. They shouldn't be too hard to find depending on where you live. Really anything that comes with noodles, the soup broth, and the vegetables will work for this tutorial. You're also going to need 400 milliliters of water and a couple of eggs. I do not suggest eating more than 3 per ramen because, well, eating too many eggs is really bad for you, so yeah. We're also going to need a stove and something to hold all the ramen as we make it, so first off, pour the water into the thing that is holding all the ramen. You can call it a pot, you can call it a bowl on a stove. Yeah. Anyway, we just crank it up a bit, and now we wait. We should open this up. I can't do this with one hand. Hold on. Once you open that up, you should find the soup broth and the vegetables, each in their own little packages here. So we're gonna take these and then put them into the ramen right here. And once you're done with that, you can just grab the lid of the pot and then put it onto the pot. And then now we just have to wait a little while for the water to boil. By the way, when using a pot to cook or boil things, I suggest having the handle over here and not like, sticking out like this, because like, someone might, walk by here for some reason and hit the handle and, ruin everyone's day. So yeah, just keep the handle to the side over there and everyone's happy to get that. See some bubbles and steam here. You can now go to your eggs. You don't have to have eggs if you're not that kind of guy, and you can just put the eggs into the ramen. Once you're done with that, the boiling should simmer down a bit because eggs just came out of the refrigerator. So yeah, if that's the case for you, just wait till the boiling starts up again. Alright, so this next part is so important that I switched my cameras. So yeah, once the water starts to boil up again, take off this lid and now put in the noodles. Right here. Alright. Now the noodles are in the soup. Now we just gotta wait till the noodles start to soften up. It'll only take like a minute or two. But because I'm impatient, we're only gonna wait 40 seconds. So after that time, grab your little chopsticks here. By the way, you can use chopsticks or a fork or a knife. No, don't use a knife, please. Anyway, and just flip this chunk of noodles over here. I am so good at this, as you can totally tell. Yeah. Try to like push the noodles down a little. Try to get as much of the noodles as you can into the water. Don't touch the pot with your finger either, because that'll hurt. Keep like pressing down and flipping the noodles and stuff until like if the noodles start to soften up a bit. You can choose for yourself how soft the noodles can be. I always like to keep them like a little soft but not too soft. Once you have successfully achieved your desired softness here, remember to turn off the stove, because if you forget to turn off the stove right after cooking this delectable piece of artwork here, your electricity bill is going to skyrocket, assuming you still have a house, Korieteh. Now then, get a bowl that is bigger than my ego. I suggest about that big. And then grab your little creation here. Be very careful with this, because if you drop this, I will be very mad at you. And just pour it into this little bowl here. Be very careful that nothing spills out so that you can enjoy as much of the ramen as possible. And there you go. Now your creation is complete. You have successfully created the basic butterfly instant ramen. I like to abbreviate it as the BBI ramen. Anyway, remember when you're eating this, I suggest only eating the noodles and the eggs, because, well, the soup itself is going to be really unhealthy. Unless your customer is me, of course, in which case give me a spoon to like drink all the soup. Also, treat yourself to some seaweed as you're eating this. They shouldn't be too hard. They should be easier to find in ramen, if not more difficult. You can rip up the seaweed and put them all over your ramen, just like sprinkles, except don't put sprinkles in your ramen or else I will judge you so hard. And with that, you now know how to make some basic butterfly instant ramen. I do not suggest eating this or, ramen, like, really often. I'd say, like, 2-3 times a week at most. Yeah, don't eat it every day, don't eat it every hour in a day. Just, eat it whenever you feel hungry and, well, there's nothing else to eat around the house. So yeah, thanks for watching my ramen vid.